I've never been wowed by the guy. Am I expecting too much? Well, it depends on what you mean by serial dater, right? It might not be that you're expecting too much, right? Being wowed by somebody, like if you're constantly going out on tons and tons and tons of dates, right? And you're not feeling like you're wowed by anybody, then my thought, the first thing that comes up for me is that there's something going on with you when you're going out on these dates, right? You're just coming to a date and you're like, all right, wow me, right? Which is not the right attitude to have for a date if you want it to go well from your side or his side, right? Neither side is going to enjoy a date like that. But if you come to a date and you think about, if you come to it like from this mindset of like, how can I have an amazing experience on every single one of these dates? How can I wow myself on these dates? What can I find about this man that I appreciate and respect and admire? Right? And you come to it that way and you connect with them and you have fun and you're playful and you're looking for things that you like and appreciate about a guy. I think you'll be surprised about how much you end up seeing and experiencing something completely different, and how everybody in your life and every man that you meet could end up wowing you if you're actually looking for the wow to happen there, right? And it's the same thing with what we were talking about with Julie Tree earlier when she was like, I'm not going to ever, I'm destined to be alone, right? Well, her believing that she's destined to be alone is going to put her in a space where she's finding herself alone. If you come to it, and there's a word out there, appreciate, right? My favorite definition of the word appreciate actually comes from economics, and it means to raise the value of something, right? So when you appreciate something, you raise its value. You look at it and you say, I like this, right? I respect this. I appreciate it, right? It's a blessing coming to me. It's making my life better. It's happening for me. It's bringing value to my life, right? And it might not mean that it's the right kind of value, right? It might not be like, okay, this is something that is important for me to keep in my life, but you can raise its value and get more out of every single moment of your life and every experience that you have with a person. Obviously, we're all human, and you might have challenges, especially if you normally go on dates and you're feeling bored, or you're just like, oh, well, that was okay, but it wasn't great, right? And so my suggestion is that you start looking for things that wow you in people. Find them, appreciate them, respect them, admire them, right? Because if you're meeting somebody and it's possible that you go on a date and there's nothing that really excites you about them, right? But you can find things. There's things that have happened in most people's lives that are really interesting, right? Things they've done, adventures that they've had, ways that they look at the world, jobs that they've been a part of, length of time that they've worked, or different things that they've done or that they do, right? And you can appreciate and get wowed by very little amazing things, right? And if you're not feeling wowed at all, right, there's something missing there in your psychology, that you could be feeling wowed by every experience that you have. You can be wowed by a homeless person. It's not like, nobody can bring this wow to you, right? And so you don't have any wow, right? It's like, find and appreciate things, build the value of the experiences that you have in your life by appreciating people and finding what you respect and that you admire in other people, right? Because People have all kinds of things that they're better than you at. They have all kinds of things that they're worse than you at. And so just learn about people, right? Get curious and start learning about them, and look for things that you appreciate, right? And my suggestion is that you get into a habit of doing this, not only with men, but with everybody, not only with everybody, but with everything, right? And find things that you can appreciate in your life that make you feel like you have a wow life. And then you can be wowed by all kinds of crazy stuff. Right? You can be wowed by little things that pique your curiosity and make you more interested, that give you a new perspective on life, right? You can be wowed by all kinds of things if you're willing to look for them. But you won't be wowed by anything if you're not looking for it. So that is absolutely what I suggest.